Hello everyone. Now in this session I will explain question number 2, sum number A, B and C of exercise 4.4 simple equation. Okay, and today's homework would be question number 4. It is a wonderful riddle given, students. Try it. Okay, now let me read out sum number A of question number 2 for all of you. Now the teacher tells the class that the highest marks obtained by a student in her class is twice the lowest marks plus 7. So this is a big statement is given. So we'll try to convert this first sentence into the equation form. So the highest mark, what is the teacher saying? That the highest mark okay, scored by any one student, that would be equals to what? So that would be equals to twice the lowest marks. What is the meaning of twice the lowest mark? Twice means 2 into twice the lowest mark. Lowest mark plus 7. So this is the equation format of the first sentence. Okay, so the entire question we have to solve on this equation. Now if you go to the next sentence, then in the next sentence it is written the highest score is 87 students. So highest marks is given. So highest marks is already given. So what is the highest score or highest mark is what? 87. Now we do not know what is the lowest mark. Okay, so when we are not aware of the lowest mark, so what we have to do? We have to let the lowest score be x. So we have to assume that the lowest mark is x because it is unknown. Okay, so now in the next step, in place of highest mark we'll write 87. See, in place of highest mark we'll write 87. Twice the lowest mark means 2 into, and what we have assumed as lowest mark, it is x. So in place of lowest mark we'll write x plus 7. Okay, so this is the equation. Now what is 2 into x? What is 2 into x, students? 2 into x is what? 2x plus 7. Fine. Now in the next step what we have to do? Which number we have to transpose? Now before that what we have to do? We can write this entire equation in another format also, that is 2x plus 7. That would be equals to 87 only. Fine. Because 87 is equals to 2x plus 7. So we can also write 2x plus 7 equals to 87. Same thing only. Okay. So now we know that which number we have to transpose first. Which number, students? We have to transpose this plus 7 towards the right hand side, isn't it? So it will look like 2x is equals to, we'll have to first mention this number 87, and now plus 7, when it will be transposed to right hand side it will become minus 7. So what is the difference between 87 and 7? It would be 80. Okay, so to get the value of x we have to transpose 2 towards right hand side. So that would be x is equals to 80 upon 2. So after reducing, what we'll get? So the value of x is equals to 40. Now what was x? What was x? It is the lowest score. So what we have to write? Therefore lowest score is equals to 40. This is how exactly you have to conclude the solution. Okay, I hope all of you have understood. Now let's move on to sum number B of question number 2. Now in sum number B, it is said in an isosceles triangle, the base angle are equal. Now let me just show you one isosceles triangle first. So this is an isosceles triangle, and in isosceles triangle we know that any two arms of the triangle are equal. So we'll assume that these two sides are equal to each other. Okay, so when these two sides are equal to each other, then these two angles would be also equals to each other, and these angles are called what? Base angle. Okay, so this angle are called what? Base angles. Then what is this angle called? This angle is called vertex angle, students. So this is very important concept that you have to know about isosceles triangle. Now let me read out the question. Now since when you have the concept of an isosceles triangle, it will become very easier to understand the question. Now, and one more concept I forgot to give you, that if these two are the base angle, then remember that these two base angles are also equal to each other. Suppose if this is 40, then this will be also 40. If this is 60, then this will be also 60. Fine. So they are always equal to each other in case of isosceles triangle. Okay. Now, let me read out the question. Now, it is also said in the question also that in an isosceles triangle, the base angle are equal. The vertex angle is given 40 degrees, students. Now, this vertex angle is given 40 degrees. They have already given this. Now, what you have to find out, what are the base angles of the triangle? So, we are not aware of this base angle. So, suppose if I let this base angle as x, then obviously if this is x, then this would be automatically would be x. Isn't it? So, in that way, we will find the value of x, and if we get the value of x, then we'll know what is the base angle. Okay, so base spelling is BAC. Now, as because we are not aware of the base angle, so we'll write let each base angle be x. Okay, now what vertex angle is given, we'll also write that vertex angle is given what? 40 degree. Now, according to the problem ATP, the sum of all interior angles of a triangle is what? You have studied the sum of all interior angles. That means how many angles are there in a triangle? 3. 1, 2, 3. So, sum of all these angles would be always equals to what? 180 degree. So, that would be x plus x, that is 2 base angle, plus vertex angle, that would be equals to 180 degree. And what is the reason that you should give for this? We will write angle sum property of a triangle. So according to the angle sum property of a triangle, we can say that the sum of all interior angles of a triangle is 180 degree. So next step, x plus x, 2x plus 40 degree equals to 180 degree. Now we'll take this 40 degree towards right hand side. So it will look like 2x would be equals to 180 degree minus 40 degree. Okay, so 2x is 140 minus 40 is what? 140 degree. Now finally we have to transpose this 2 towards right hand side. So that would be 140 degree divided by 2, and your required answer is x. That means your value of x would be 70 degree. And what is x? X is each base angle. So that is what they are asking. What are the base angles then? So therefore the base angles would be what? 70 degree, 70 degree. So you will write, therefore at last you will write, I don't have any space out here, so at last you will write, therefore base angles are 70 degree and 70 degree. Okay, so this is the solution of sum number B of question number 2. Now let's do the last sum of today, that is sum number C of question number 2. In sum number C we have Sachin scored twice as many runs as Rahul. That means suppose a statement would be Sachin scored equals to what? Twice as many runs as Rahul scored, isn't it? Rahul has scored. So this is the first equation. Now what is there in the second part of the sentence? Together their runs fell too short of double century. Now the sum of Sachin and Rahul. Now Sachin score plus Rahul's score would be equals to what? 2 short of double 100. That means 200 minus 2, that would be equals to 190. This is the second equation they have given. Fine. So this is the first equation. So this is the first equation and this is the second equation. Okay. This is the second equation. Now from the first equation, as because we are not aware of Sachin's score also and Rahul's score also, so from the first equation we will find out that what would be Rahul's score and Sachin's score, as we have to assume it. Okay, so until and unless you do not know what is Rahul's score, you won't be able to know what is Sachin's scores. So the first thing that you will do, how to start this sum, let Rahul's score be X. Okay, now we have assumed that the Rahul has scored X runs. Now if Rahul has scored X runs, Sachin will score how much then? So Sachin's score will be what? 2 into X, the double of Rahul, that means 2X, isn't it? Now we are in the position that we can say that if Rahul has scored X runs, now we can say that Sachin has scored 2X runs. Now with these values, we will enter to the second part of the equation. Now, what is the second equation given? Sachin's score, Rahul's score. What is Sachin's score? 2X. Rahul's score is X, and that will be equals to what? 2 short of the double 100, that means 198. Understood? Now we'll solve this equation. So 2x plus x is what? 3x equals to 198. Now if we transpose this 3 towards right hand side, the value of x will come as 66, isn't it? 198 divided by 3 is 66. Now we know what is the value of x. Value of x is 66. Now what was x? X is what? Rahul's score. So what we have to write at last? Therefore, Rahul's score is 66 runs. And what is Sachin's scores? That is 2 into 66, double of what Rahul has scored. Okay, because Sachin is always 2 into Rahul's score. So 2 into 66, that is 132 runs. Okay, I hope all of you have understood. Now that's it for today, and before I end the session, I want to say once again that question number 4 would be your homework. It is a simple riddle, very interesting riddle is given, so try it, okay, and submit it in the Google Classroom. Fine students, thank you so much. God bless you all and stay blessed.